Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I'm going to be trying the Ordinary Rice Lipids plus Ectoin Microemulsion Moisturizer. This product retails for $13. I am so excited for this formulation. The Ordinary has taken some very simple yet effective ingredients for redness, blending them into one formula, and I am so excited for it. One of my favorite Ectoin based products is Paula's Choice's Ectoin Booster, retailing for upwards of $40 depending on the website for a tiny amount. You get so much of this product, and so that's why I am so excited, and I hope that it's going to be a perfect alternative for that. I haven't felt this product yet, going solely off of ingredients. I love the simple yet effective approach they took with the ingredient list of this product, and anytime a product is claiming to target and help redness, I am tuned in. $13 is a beautiful price point as well. Could not wait to see how this formula works from the Ordinary. This product is vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. Looking like a more complex formulation from the Ordinary, which makes me more excited. Still simple in terms of a general moisturizer perspective, but from the Ordinary, who used to focus on sole and simple ingredient lists, I like this more complex approach. They utilize rice lipids, ectoin, glycerin, urea, an amazing blend of ingredients that looks amazing. Cannot wait to see how it feels. Check those out. You can click the link in the description, go to their website. Also left the full ingredients in the description as well. Big things we'll be looking for include, how does this product feel? Does it cause any acne? Also, what finish does this product leave? Do I feel like I can use it best as a barrier serum or a moisturizer? As for anything else, I'll be continuing to check in. So I will see you all in the next check-in. I'm here to give you all a quick check-in. Also, my first impression with this formula. It has been moisturizer city over here. There have been so many brands releasing moisturizers. So excited for this one though. Price point and look of it in the bottle looks very similar to Paula's Choice's Ectoin Booster. Please, I am begging the Ordinary to please be an alternative to that product. When I tell you I love that formula so much, but I hate paying for it. Crazy for the price point. How much you get, they know how good that formulation is, and it kind of makes me mad. That's just personal grievance coming out. I am very hopeful for this formula. I'm still going into this with an open mind. We will see. This is the first time I've seen a moisturizer in a dropper bottle. I can safely say that. It feels so lightweight. This is definitely prequel half and half fluid moisturizer territory. Oh, wow. Very soothing, very luxurious for the skin, and super lightweight. This is a good sign. This is a really good sign. I'm gonna take some in the palm of my hands too. Moisturizer is a loose term for this. I would more define this as an essence or like a booster style product, because look at that. One thing about moisturizers, like labeling it as a moisturizer, is there's really no rules with that. People try to be so cut and dry with skincare products. Not over here. Moisturizers as barrier serums. I do moisturizers as toners like this and prequels half and half. Like, it is a very loose term. The skincare routine is very versatile. This is a lighter weight product. I can already tell based off my first impression, this is not going to be something that I use as a moisturizer. It is super lightweight and very comforting for the areas that have been really dry. It is 8 degrees outside, and so this is such a comforting and soothing product. I am so excited that they went for a more lightweight approach with an Ectoin style product, because that ingredient is so great to soothe redness, to calm the skin. I have seen great benefits with it. It's one of my favorite ingredients this year and last year for soothing the skin. This left no finish. I mean, this might as well be like a toner essence style product. Doesn't feel sticky, doesn't feel heavy. It's just a great treatment ultimately. Definitely wouldn't recommend using it as a moisturizer unless you're just really oily and been looking for a more lightweight way to moisturize the skin. I definitely think even combination to oily skin, unless you're just really oily, I don't think this is gonna be a moisturizer. This is just gonna be a barrier essence for you. Great first impression. It feels very similar to Paula's Choice's Ectoin Booster. So fingers crossed with that. Really hoping we finally have a more budget-friendly alternative and I can recommend that for you all, but only time will tell. I'm gonna spend my time with this product and then I'll keep you posted. posted. I'm about to give you all my final thoughts on this product. I first want to say thank you to The Ordinary for making such a hard-hitting formula. In my opinion, this is one of the most hard-hitting formulas I have seen in a while, mainly because of how well Ectoin has worked for my skin and how great of benefits I have seen with soothing my skin. The lightweight ability of this moisturizer almost makes me not categorize it as that. I just want to say up front, I did not use it as a moisturizer during this trial because it has such a light toner texture. Beautiful barrier serum for me though. It is currently the winter when I'm trying this. I cannot wait to spend summer with this product because I like to go for more lightweight moisturizers in the summer. This has such a lightweight viscosity to it. It is essence texture, barely even feels like it's on the skin, which makes it a beautiful treatment style product in my opinion. The Ordinary labeled it as a moisturizer. It's very versatile in what it does. I would try not to put too many rules on this. I usually just followed with what my skin needed at the time. There were no times during this, because it's in the cold of winter that I'm trying it, that I felt like I could use it as a sole moisturizer, but that option is always there. I like that they made it so lightweight because it opens the door for oily skin to use it, and I feel like this would be a beautiful product for oily skin. So the magic question, I personally felt like it was a perfect alternative for Paula's Choice's Ectoin Booster. I will say the Paula's Choice is a little bit more simple, utilizes a more simple complex and a different concentration of Ectoin than this formula. With the benefits I saw with this and with the texture, and I was personally able to use all the ingredients in it and it didn't break me out, I feel like this was the perfect alternative to the Paula's Choice, which makes me so happy. The value of this product is one of the best ones that I have seen for an Ectoin focused product on the market. I've noticed a lot of Ectoin treatments are upwards of $25 or more dollars. You get a ton of this product for a wonderful price point, and I cannot recommend it enough for that. The Ordinary did exactly what I was hoping they would do and make a more affordable Ectoin product that is very similar to the Paula's Choice. I don't believe in one-for-one dupe product, so I don't subscribe to using that terminology, but it's a great alternative for the Paula's Choice, especially if you don't want to pay $44 for a tiny amount of product, which I am happy to say I'm done doing. Another comment that I got in regards to this moisturizer is comparing it to Prequel's half and half. I actually feel like it is a little bit more lightweight than Prequel's. Now, I've spent a lot more time with Prequel's formulation, so I would need to spend more time with this. Besides the obvious ingredient difference, I mean, personally, I love Ectoin. It's worked great for my skin, and it's been a great soother that I feel like would make me gravitate towards this. This is a little bit more versatile in my opinion. Prequel had a little bit richer of a viscosity. Not very rich in terms of how it feels as a quote moisturizer, because it is definitely still very watery and very lightweight in a moisturizer category, but it is still just a little bit thicker than this. This almost had a watery territory essence feel to it, while the Prequel still was very milky but had more of a thick feel to it than the Ordinaries. The Ordinaries to me is more essence. The Prequels is more like a thicker milky toner. So that is where I categorize the difference there. Ingredients come down to it, feel of texture comes down to it. I mean, value as well, they're both great values. But safe to say this is my current favorite formulation from The Ordinary because of the ingredients they call out, ingredients that show great benefits for my skin. I saw nothing negative with it. My skin loves this formula and I cannot recommend it enough, especially if you struggle with redness, if you struggle with acne, you've been looking for a lighter weight moisturizer, or you've been looking for a great soothing barrier treatment. You can layer a heavy moisturizer over it. There's really no rules with it. If you've been wanting to try out the Paula's Choice and you haven't been wanting to fork out that money, I completely understand. This would be where I would turn. As someone who's a lover of the Paula's Choice Ectoin Booster, this is a perfect alternative for me. Glad all my expectations lived to be true with this formula, and I had a wonderful experience with it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week, and I will see you all in the next review.